Hey guys, welcome back to some more Idle Arena. This video is going to be a bit of a beginner's guide to the game, just to get you through the basics and get you headed in the right direction, so let's get into it. The first thing we're going to look at is going to be the heroes. You do have four main factions, being Polis, Wastes, Dungeon, and Abyss, and then we also have Elemental and Relic. Elemental and Relic are much rarer to summon. They have very low drop rates, but they are also very powerful. Now, if we look at faction bonuses from bringing multiple heroes of the same type into battle, we can see over here the bonuses that you do get. So if you bring of the main four factions, the top four factions, however many you bring of those factions is going to give you a different benefit to your team. As you can see, you can bring 5, 4, or 3 to gain that benefit. And then elemental heroes can be viewed as any of them. So if you have 4, say, Polis heroes and 1 elemental, it will give you a 5-piece bonus, giving you the 16% attack and HP. And elemental heroes, the relic heroes, they're going to give an aura that increases the bonuses that you already have by a certain percentage. As you can see, I have 1, so it's going to give my 8% bonus a 25% increase, and over on the right you can see it's giving me a 10% bonus. So that's how the faction sort of system works in combat. And then basically you have your heroes. If you go over here on the bottom right, you hit gallery, you can check out all the heroes. You can search by faction and everything. It's a little bit complicated, but basically the heroes that you see that are blue in this list are basically useless. You just keep throwing them away, basically, which we'll show in a minute, to get resources. These 3 here, the purple ones, they can only get up to be yellow, and that's as far as they go, and they're basically just fodder heroes. Some of them are useful early game, but in general they're fodder heroes that you're going to use to feed to upgrade your other heroes, which are these ones that can go all the way to Ascended. So that's, or Mythic, I believe they call it. Mythic, yep. So they can get all the way up to there, and those are going to be the main heroes that you're going to build your team from once you get into the late game. For upgrading heroes, you can go ahead and click on the hero and then hit evolution, and you can see what you require to evolve them. So I need a 2-star epic copy of her at the moment to get her upgraded. Might do another video about the whole evolution system and what you need for each one, but basically there's that. At some stages you will need, for instance, her evolution. It's going to see that we just need 2-star epics of any hero, but of her faction, to actually go ahead and upgrade her. So you can do that as well. But that's pretty much how the upgrade system works. If there's basic evolutions that you can do, you can hit this evolve all button, and there's some evolutions that are just basic, like for instance, if I had 2 copies of 1-star epic, it would just automatically do it, because you're always going to evolve that, because that's what they always require. Moving on from here, the heroes also, when we go into it, we also have equipment, which is always going to be specific to their type. As you can see down the bottom here, Medusa is damaged. She's got the swords next to her name. We then have support, and then we also have tanks, and they all have specific gear to them. You can see it on the right hand side. Gear is going to upgrade. Once you get gear to level 5 from enhancing, it's going to add a random stat to that gear. In general, I don't upgrade too much gear. I think I upgraded 1 here to 5 just for the fun of it, but in general I try not to upgrade too much, because it does get a bit expensive early on. Once you get to end game, that's when you start upgrading the end game type gear. So that's pretty much gear. You have 6 pieces, they're all faction specific, and you use them to upgrade. Then you have artifacts, which are going to drop from the exploration mode, which I'll show you in a minute. But you get these artifacts, and they're going to give you different effects. As you can see over here, increases attack by 0.3% for every 1% HP lost. This one's going to increase HP, when HP is above 75%, it's going to increase the damage. And then you've got this one, which is a freeze, which is really nice. It adds a freeze to single target attacks, which is really nice to put on AoE damage dealers that have an AoE with their single target attacks. So as you can see, I've got 2 of those equipped to 2 AoE heroes to try and freeze the enemies. So that is the basics behind heroes. What we might show you is the other things you're going to do with heroes. Like I said, these blue guys, you're basically just going to, they're always going to sit here. You're going to come over here, you're going to decompose, and you get basically some resources from that. Over here, you can also reset heroes. So basically you have 6 heroes on your main list. You never want to level up more than 6 heroes, because we have the library here. Your top 6 leveled heroes are going to go here, and then you can put other heroes in the left hand side here, and they're instantly going to get raised to the level of the lowest hero in your top 6. So never level more than 6 heroes is the key there. But yeah, if you got a hero and you want to reset it and you want to level a different hero instead, you just come here. It's going to cost you 50 diamonds and you can do it. Heroes that are below level 60 can be reset for free. And as you can see, you gain all the resources back and then the gear will just go into your bags. And then smelting is for excess artifacts you have. You can smelt the artifacts so you can get upgrade materials for those artifacts. Let's jump into combat quickly and have a look at combat now that that's pretty much heroes out of the way. As you can see here, this is your combat screen. You've got your AFK loot, pretty self-explanatory. Click it whenever you log in and you'll get loot. You got the turbo farm. In general, you want to be as far as you can get in the day before you collect this. So I feel like I'll get at least enough through these 4 stages. So I'm going to save that to collect. Up the top right hand side, this is just like your ranking on the server, on where you are, how far into the game you are, and when you got there. So if we go into battle here, you put your formation, obviously front row primarily tanks. I've got my support healer in there so he can get to his ultimate faster from taking more attacks. And that's basically the gist of it. When we jump into combat, it's all hands off, just idle, let it go, and hopefully your heroes get the win is pretty much how it works. So very, very simple combat. But there does become a lot of strategy to the formations of your teams and stuff like that. Probably going to lose this one because we didn't land any CC, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's have a look. After two turns, so see up the top we're in round 2. After that round is over, oh maybe it's after round 3, sorry. But anyway, after the X amount of rounds, you're actually going to be able to hit skip, as you can see, and it just basically fast completes the battle. So that's campaign, pretty basic stuff there. We then have the Gaia tree, which is going to be your tower mode, endless tower mode. You just keep beating enemies and going up. Cool thing about this one is you can just skip straight away with the battles. As you can see at the top here, I have 4 of these ancient vines. They generate 1 every hour, and if you run out of them, basically you can't attempt the battles until you generate more. So here we can go into battle, we go skip, and I got defeated. So you can do that, or you can take it off skip and you can watch it and see what you need to adjust. Helios. Now this is a really cool one. This is a daily feature in the game. It has different levels, and as you go up in levels, you don't have to repeat the previous levels. As you can see here, if I click sweep, basically collect all rewards for Helios level 9 for 1 time. So basically once I've defeated this level 9 1 time, I'll be able to sweep it after that, just instantly get all the rewards. But obviously I have to clear it that once is the thing. So it does reset daily, and basically the first, I think like level 6 you have to complete 3 times to be able to sweep. 7 and 8 is like 2 times, and then 9 is 1 time. So it's actually not too bad. It's like the first time you get there, it's a new experience, you want to get through it anyway. And then after that, once you clear it a certain amount of times, you are going to be able to just sweep it and instantly claim all the rewards. It's really good. This is where you get a lot of good gear and stuff like that, so it's not too bad. I think it's a really nice feature, so just make sure you do this every day. Basically, you're going to get a good chunk of rewards from it, so you definitely want to complete that. So that is the Helios. Just go through, collect all the rewards, beat a couple enemies, and you're good to go. And then we also have the Lair here. Now this is an egg hatching time. Basically, when this hatches, this is a yellow egg, so it's going to give me a legendary hero. Sorry, an epic hero. You can sometimes get elites with purple eggs, but if you get the yellow ones, you're really G-ing it. But normally you're going to get purple eggs, so wait for that to hatch. They always have little quests that you can do to reduce the timer. So this one is a 24-hour timer, but I managed to reduce 6 hours off of it from doing little missions that are very, very easy to complete. So that is that really cool feature. It'll give you 3 heroes to select from, and then you can just pick one up. Moving on from that, we do have the air cruiser, which is like the exploration mode. So this resets every 2 days. You're going to be able to go through. This is where you get your artifacts. So at the end of this, you're normally going to get an artifact that you can use. You can either smelt it or do whatever. You're going to get different bonuses here that you can pick up that's going to help your team in combat. The other cool thing with this one is you can basically skip the battles as soon as you enter them. So like that, pretty cruisy. It's pretty quick. The quality of life on skips is really good for this one, so it's pretty nice. So you just basically go through, make sure you explore everything. As you can see, this is the chest to finish it. There's 3 floors to it, so that'll finish the first floor. I could go through this portal, but I won't because I want to explore. And as you can see, some of the areas are shaded, and they only become clear once I get right next to them. So you want to actually go ahead and explore everything and pick up all the rewards in the level before you go to the next one, because once you go up in a level you can't go back, but you get all these rewards. Battles become not too bad. The other thing in it is you do have stamina. So each time you battle an enemy, if you lose a stamina. However, if you do lose, the enemy health bars stay where they were at the end of that battle. So not too bad. Like I said, you got to get close to things to see if there's anything there for you to collect. And basically just explore the whole thing before you go to the next level. And at the end of the third level, you normally get an artifact, but you can also get lucky and get an artifact from the chest on the earlier levels. After that, what do we got? Alright, Tavern. These are just deploy missions. There's 5 of them. You just click on it, click auto deploy, and it's done. Really not much to it. Arena, we have standard arena. It's 1 team versus 1 team. Go in, battle, win, lose, go up or go down. You get daily and weekly rewards. I mean, daily and weekly, yeah, they call it season, but weekly rewards depending on your rank. Champions Trial, this is where you're going to have 3 teams and you fight your enemies 3 teams, and whoever gets 2 wins basically wins. Once again, we got daily and season rewards, and then we have Top Jewel coming soon as well. Jumping into, let's have a look at the market first. So the market, for me, I always buy the relic heroes when they're on for gold, purely because I'm trying to build one of the relic heroes that you can buy from the Helios, which is Kronos. So that's what I've been doing here in the general store. Sometimes I'll buy the evolution seed if it's on for gold as well. I don't really like buying anything for diamonds. It all looks a bit too expensive for me. Then we've got heroes. You can buy heroes. This is when you dismantle those blue heroes, you get this currency which you can then go ahead and buy them. Arena shop, you can buy summons. Guild shop, you can buy gear. I definitely recommend don't buy anything from the guild shop, especially early on, and I'll show you why in a sec when we jump into guilds. And then Heliosia, I'm going for Kronos. Some people say don't go for Kronos because he's harder to upgrade, but I feel like between buying the relic heroes here and also buying them here, I'm testing it out. I'm still not sure. I'm gonna play around with it, but some people say don't go for Kronos. I still reckon he's an absolute beast, so I'm gonna go for Kronos because he's amazing. He'll just upgrade a bit slower than the rest of my team, but I feel like the value he brings is still fantastic. But yeah, the reason I said don't buy anything from the guild shop, over at the guild we have quests. So you've got your quests, which are pretty standard. You just deploy people out on quests. You can help some of your guildmates if they're on a quest and get more rewards. And then you've got donations, 50k gold, 20 diamonds. It's not much to donate. Gives you rewards, gives you better quests and all that stuff. So make sure you donate every day to your guild. We have stage, which is going to be like a boss battle. You just go in, fight it 2 times a day. I'm tipping with VIP goes up to 3. Wait and see. Then we have tech. Now this is the reason I say don't use guild points, because this is a pretty cool one. As you can see here, we're going to get upgrades. Now these are blanket upgrades for your heroes. On the right you can see general, so this applies to every hero. And then we've got attack, defense, and support heroes get their own ones as well. And those are going to apply to the heroes everywhere. It's not like a guild. It doesn't apply to your whole guild. Each person will have this and will be able to upgrade their own heroes separately. So this is definitely what I save my guild coins for. I'm not going to buy some gear that's going to probably get replaced within a week. That's just the way I do it. But that is the guild system. And then I think the only other thing we haven't gone through is summons. So summons over here, basically summons when you've got the summon stones, you can just summon them in singles if you want. If you are summoning with diamonds, it's actually 10% discount, so it's 2250 diamonds to do a temple or 250 to do a single. So try never to do singles with diamonds, it's just a bit of a waste. And then you have friendship points, which you can summon with as well. And once again, they're cool to do singles on. It's just friendship points. Ooh, normally you don't get that many purples from friendships, so that was pretty good. But yeah, so you can just summon there standard. Then we have the ancient circle, which you can actually summon specific factions if you get some of these stones. You can summon, once you get to chapter 17, you can summon for elemental and relic heroes. However, if you hit the information button, a lot of what you're summoning here is going to be shards, so I don't really see it as great value, especially if you're free to play. If you're a whale, you can go here, but if you're free to play, I'd probably stick to the general factions for that stuff. It just makes a bit more sense because you're going to get more fodder. You're going to be able to upgrade heroes a bit faster. So, you know, it's because heroes do get capped on levels for depending on what their ascension is. you really do need to eventually start ascending them. So that is that. The last thing I want to look at is obviously quests. You have quests. Do all your daily quests. Obviously I've got to enhance some equipment, but you get a reward after doing 8 of them. You get basically the summon reward. However, I still go through and complete all of them because they all do give decent rewards for completing them. We have events. If there's any events going on, you can check it out over here. As you can see, you got some points here. I can exchange those, but we'll just go through that as we go. Once I do 5 more taverns, I'm going to get 10 of these summons. So just check the events and complete them if they're on. And that's pretty much the gist. Oh yeah, friends. Now, I can't show you because no one has it, but there's this friend exploration feature. You can do it once every 8 hours. Sometimes it's just going to pop up a chest with a random reward. Sometimes it'll pop up a boss. If it's a boss, you can battle it using this stamina up the top right. Make sure you do this as much as you see it. And if your friends do spawn a boss, you'll see it right here next to the heart, and you'll be able to actually battle them. The problem I find with this feature at the moment is I can quite easily sweep any boss that I fight now with like probably 3 to 4 stamina. And I'm tipping all my friends can do the same. So I'm just sitting stamina capped a lot without finding any enemies that I can actually fight. So I don't know, maybe something for them to adjust in the future. But yeah, early on you'll find that you'll be sitting at 0 stamina because you'll be fighting a lot. But then once you all get around this sort of 60 to 70 level, it's just going to be hard to find bosses to fight and actually use your stamina. And you want to use the stamina because there's obviously rankings here, and you get rewards at the end of the week for your ranking. Also, each time you do kill a boss, you get 5 friendship hearts in the mail if it's a friend's one, and you get like 80 diamonds if it's one that you spawn. So really nice to go ahead and do those friend bosses as well. But that is pretty much it for the basics of the game. Hopefully that'll get you pointed in the right direction. Like I said, I'll probably do some more in-depth guides in the future, but that is going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.